Okay, it looks like we're live in this piece. We're live. We are live. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We are live. Let me check a couple things here. Hello, who's out there watching? Hello. Cheerio. Welcome. Welcome to the live for this Gemini full moon. Yes, indeed. It is a great time to be alive. This is the last full moon for the year and the last full moon for this decade. Okay, we are moving very strong, swiftly into this new decade. The year of 4 is 2020, the year of 4. So I decided to come on here and do a full moon reading. Oh, thanks, Kenny. Appreciate you. But I decided to come on in here and do a full moon reading. I was moved to do so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Also, for the remaining signs that are waiting on your readings, they are coming. Aquarius is next, so stay tuned for that. Aquarius is next, and I'm hoping that this will bless you, okay, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Help you out to get through the energies for this full moon and then all the other planetary aspects that we'll be having this month. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to start with my Work Your Light Oracle cards. I'm gonna start here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna start here. And for those of y'all who are going to be watching this on the playback, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video if you like the content. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload. Follow me on Instagram. Instagram is the same name. I am well versed. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the readings are 50% off right now. Okay, until Friday the 13th, which is tomorrow, mañana. Okay, and go ahead and get them scheduled in, get them booked in, okay? And let's just see. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this full moon in Gemini? What's the energies that we'll be dealing with? How can we best utilize our own innate abilities, characteristics, and traits to bring in our manifestations? Give us clarity, vision, faith, insight, patience. Yeah, we be needing patience. I know I do. Patience, understanding, tenacity, resilience. Like that's been coming out a lot in the readings. Being resilient. Being resilient and the hanging man. A lot of people are just kind of like in limbo, don't know where to go. Or haven't just made a firm decision or choice. All right. So let's see. What do we have for the people? Actually, let me share this in the astrology group that I'm in. Let's see. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Let me go here first. Let me go here. Copy it. Uno momento. Here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do one more shuffle for these cards. I don't know, these cards are just so pretty. Look at that. They're really pretty. Anyway, let's see here. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this Gemini full moon? What guidance can you provide to the collective? What do they need to know? And self the collective out. Oh, sense a little hesitation. That's that hanging man energy. Too many cards. Let's see. Whoa. Hold on. I keep seeing this inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. It's time to get real. All right. Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective? What messages do we have for the collective? They keep coming out in clumps. Maybe a lot of options, decisions, choices to choose between. And we do know that Gemini can kind of be all over the place, all right? Gemini energy, let me say that. All right, it says dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Have fun. Okay, that's what I see this as. Have fun. See if we can get anything else. Spirit, are there any other? Okay. I'm going to take all these cards. Let's see. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing threshold. Looks like a tower moment there. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. For those of you who are spiritually enlightened, who have been doing the work, the development, you are already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. This could be speaking to the north node that we are experiencing that's in Cancer right now, and the south node is in Capricorn, but we also have a lot of planetary movement that'll be happening within the sign of Capricorn. So I think we may just leave it there. But let's just see if there are any other messages. Any other messages? Okay, I think that may be it. All right. So for a lot of you, you may be experiencing kind of a dark place, right? When you're in like deep thought and reflection, sometimes it can take you to a very, very dark place, right? But Spirit is letting you know that you have to go through the dark place to get to the light. You see, here, all surrounding this card, there's darkness everywhere. But then right there, if I can get my finger to it, right there in the middle, you see the light, you see the blue water, you see things to start looking better. And you know what's interesting is that I just put a post on Instagram about basically where I was last year for my birthday and where I am now this year, and the polar opposites to a certain extent. So last year I wore all black because that was the energy that I was in. It was very dark energy, but I still like little glittery, glitz and glam and all that kind of stuff. So there was still, you know, that overarching energy where it's dark, but there's still flashes of light, because anything about glitter, you think about sparkle, it's like flashes of light, you know, glare and stuff like that. It's not fully engulfed in light or brightness or sunlight, but there's, if the light hits it just right, you'll get the shine. Okay. And so that's where I was. And so I was coming out of that darkness energy. You know, they call it the dark night of the soul, but it was really that coupled with my Saturn return there. And then this year, I wore all white. I wore all white. My smile was much brighter, feeling a lot lighter. Makeup was different, you got to go back and go to my Instagram and check that out. Okay, just go to the Instagram. It's in the description box. I believe I put, I filled out the description box. But anyways, so there's that. And then I had on black booties, black nails. My fingernails were black. My toes were white. So it was like, it reminded me of the Queen of Wands, where she has been through a lot of challenges, trials, and tribulations, and all that good stuff, a lot of light and dark, but she didn't allow it to take away from her, her fun-loving energy, from her sunlight, from her light, just her light, you know, her being a beacon of light and hope for other people, right? But still understanding and recognizing and acknowledging that she does have a dark side that does like to come out and play every now and then. Okay, or you can use that to your advantage, because those include lessons that you've learned, those include places that you've been, people that you've seen, encounters, experience, all that is in that dark space. But remember, out of darkness comes the light. And so, you know, me experiencing all the dark experiences that I've had, in order for me to be a spiritual advisor, to teach, to enlighten, to help other people, I had to experience what I experienced, right? So that I can speak from a place of experience versus a place of opinion, right? It's not in this sense, it's not just opinion. It's actually facts. These are things that I've done, that I've experienced, and so I can help other people through their experiences. Because when you think about it, we're just reincarnated souls, and sometimes we relive different cycles in our lifetimes. We relive them because there's something that we needed to learn. And whatever we learn as a human, as your part of your contribution to human society, or really just to spiritual society, you got to show and help other people how to do the same thing. All right. So Spirit is saying, whenever you're feeling dark, or you're feeling like darkness is surrounding you, go ground yourself. Get out in nature. You know, take a spiritual cleansing bath. You know, full moon energy is still very potent right now, because it was exact at 12:12 in the AM as we went into today. So if you need to take your energy cleansing bath, go do that. If you need to clean your house, clean your space, cleanse yourself, whatever it is that you need to do, go ahead and do those things. Get your stuff in order before you set your intentions, okay? Before you set your intentions, before you do your meditation, before you do your prayer work, whatever it is that you do, candle magic, all that. Before you do that, get grounded, cleanse your space, cleanse yourself, cleanse your energy, do all of that. So get you some sage, get you some Palo Santo, get you some Florida water. You can even, you know, get candles and stuff like that. Whatever it is you need to do, that's what you should go ahead and do during this particular time. All right. And, you know, we have a tendency to speak from a place of what we want or what we need. And it's so interesting. I was just having this conversation with my dad earlier while I was walking my dog. And he said something, and I said, well, you can't need something that you already have, right? So that means that I don't speak from a place of I don't have it already. You speak from a place that I have it already. So remember, full moon's about completions, about endings, about, it's like a culmination point. All the work that you put in from the new moon that we had in Sagittarius to now to the full moon in Gemini, okay? And so now it's like, all right, I have learned some lessons, okay, from the intentions that I set. And now here it is. Everything is coming full circle. The wheel is turning, okay? Now, if you planted good seeds, cool. If you didn't, you may be experiencing more of this darker energy, okay? You may be experiencing more of this darker energy if you didn't plant as good seeds as you should have, or if you didn't recognize the moon cycle. And so it's like, and you know, the interesting part is to stop overthinking. That's total Gemini energy. Air energy is overthinking, ruled by Mercury. So it's communication, it's thinking, it's analysis, it's research, it's all those good things, right? But sometimes you can do too much of that, and it'll put you into a dark space where you're overthinking, and you're like, okay, I'm sitting in this BS. It's dark. It's too dark over here. I don't like it. Well, don't take your quote unquote reality as the end all be all. Envision yourself being, doing, having, seeing what it is that you expect to see yourself in as you doing it right now. So for example, if you say I need $500, right? Say I need $500. Okay, if you need $500 and you say, well, you know what? I am so happy and grateful that I have $500. Thank you. whoever you pray to, whatever, right? Because if you overthink it, so for example, the thing is this: when you really, really want something, you really want it bad, you push it away from you. Versus if you think about it, you say, thank you, I already have it, thank you, right? Because all this shit is a fucking illusion. When you think about it, all this is an illusion. You know, we think that the things that we're doing are actually real things. Like this is actually how life is supposed to be lived or what we're supposed to be. No, it's all an illusion, especially when you're having these dark moments. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's only dark because that's how you processing it. Versus you taking that dark and moving it and shifting it to it being something lighter. You recognize that it's there. Okay, cool. I recognize it. Now I'm moving the fuck on. Bye. Later. You know what I mean? So, speak things as though you already have them. Be grateful for your now moments. Be grateful for your now moments. Even if it's very dark, it's gloom, doom and gloom. You feel like you haven't accomplished anything. You feel like you've gone through the year and you've wasted the year. You've had too many ups and downs. You've had more downs than ups. You know, you felt like, you know, have been anxious. You've been frustrated. You've been depressed. You've been angry. You've been hurt. All those feelings, move them, push them to the side. Use that energy, harness that energy to benefit you versus to hurt you or to keep you stagnant. That's why the hanging man kept coming up in all of the readings that I've done thus far, whether it was in the base of the reading or base of the spread, or if it was at the bottom of the deck. It came out in all of the readings. And so it's saying you are being stuck in limbo because your thought process, the way that you're thinking, remember, Gemini is all about the thought process, the way you think, the way you analyze, the way you communicate. And it's not only communication that's outward communication, but it's how you communicate with yourself, how you communicate with the spirit realm, how you communicate with God, the divine spirit, with Jesus, with whomever it is that you pray to. It's about that communication too. Keep going. Even when it's dark, even when it seems like it's not working, even when it seems like you have been putting a lot of time in, you've been putting a lot of effort in, and you aren't seeing the results that you wanted to see. Keep going. Actually, let me put this right here. See if this will work. Or I can put these right here. Yeah. So that's part of it. Challenges are placed in front of you for the universe, for God, for spirit to see how you're going to handle them, how you're going to move through them. Don't allow your trials and tribulations, your challenges, you know, the things that put you in a negative headspace or put you in this dark cloud. Don't allow those things to shape your future, because your future is looking bright than a mofo. Okay, look at these other cards that came out. It's bright, it's enlightened. Look at how these chakras are aligned in this picture here, in this illustration. Get grounded, get connected with nature. And that also means being connected with hey Rosalind, how you doing? Get connected with your higher self, with your subconscious mind. Train your subconscious mind, train your third eye, train your crown chakra, you know, train your heart chakra, train these different elements of you. Train them to think higher, to see higher, see the future, right? See the future, or see where it is that you see in your dreams when you go to sleep, when you're in an unconscious state. The things that you see, the people, the places, the money, the situations and circumstances, the experiences. See those when you rise, when you're in your conscious state. See those things. That will help you, right? That will help you as you move through this transition. Because there is a transition that's happening. It is. We're moving into the year 4. The year 4 represents balance. It represents duality in a sense, right? It represents angel numbers. It represents protection, but it also represents, it could be restriction for some people. It can be resistance. Okay, it can be resistance. It's like a standoff, like opposition. You know what I mean? It could be all those things, but it's all in how you process it. It's all in how you process it. Okay, I was telling Facebook the other day, I had a download, and in the download, I received this. I was watching Reverend Ike. If y'all don't watch Reverend Ike, go watch Reverend Ike. They have a channel here on YouTube, Reverend Ike's Legacy. Watch that. That'll help you, especially whenever you have these dark moments. Whenever you have these dark moments, go and watch Reverend Ike, because you got to shake that shit off you. You got to shake. It's a fucking illusion. It's that lower vibration that's trying to seep in and take over the light, because we have all kind of energy surrounding us on a regular basis. Protect yourself. When you recognize it, acknowledge it. Okay, cool. I've acknowledged it. Now I got to move on. I got to move on. Fuck this. Okay. I had a download, and in this download, while I was watching Reverend Ike, it was telling me that in astrology, for those of you who follow astrology, you know, you have the 12 houses. Reverend Ike talked about the 12 disciples. Okay, so you got the 12 disciples, who are really the 12 mindsets. Okay, the 12 different mindsets. And so it's the same thing for astrology. It's just different terminology, but it's the same fucking thing. Once you figure out, so for example, the first house in astrology is ruled by Aries, okay, because Aries is the first zodiac sign. But it's also ruled by Mars. What is Mars? Mars is the god of war. Mars is the god of action, initiation, selfishness to a certain extent, right? But the doer, okay, Mars is the doer. And if Mars is the doer, you figure out, okay, maybe you have, let's say you have Scorpio in that house. If you're Scorpio rising, the first house. So we know that the natural ruler of the first house is Mars, okay, or Aries. So let's think about that. Mars is like the co-ruler of Scorpio. So there is a congruency in the energy that focuses on Mars being the ruler, which is fire, and Scorpio being there as in your natal chart, right? And if Scorpio is there, Scorpio is water. What does water do to fire? Water puts out fire. Water puts out fire. So you got to figure out a way to balance the two. So in order to balance the two, you got to figure out, okay, well, what is Scorpio? Scorpio is mystery. Scorpio is kind of flying under the radar. Scorpio is strategic. So if you put those things together, you say, well, look, I know that Mars and Aries is the initiator, the go-getter. So I'm going to use this scorpionic energy, right, to be strategic about initiations, about the things that I am going after, right? About what it is that I need for myself. Because the first house is all about self. It's about your appearance, about how other people see you. So if you're a Scorpio, most people will see, if you're a Scorpio rising, most people will see you as mysterious, kind of, flying under the radar, but strategic, right? Because remember, Scorpio is also set. So since Mars is the god of war, Scorpio, and it's a co-ruler of Scorpio, Scorpio is like the general, okay? Scorpio is protection. So there's a way that you are strategically initiating, strategically making shit happen in a way that's protecting you and everything else that falls under you. Because the first house is here at the top, and then the rest of the houses fall under it. Okay? So that's how you use it. You take the ruler of each house, the natural ruler of each house, or each disciple, or each energy. You take the ruler and the characteristics of that. And from that, excuse me. Oh, for real? Okay, Miss Rosalind. All right, first house Scorpio here. So you get what I'm saying. Okay, so this is for you. Okay, this is the example, but this is for you. So you take the ruler, the natural ruler of each house, the energies. Understand what that is. Get the keywords. Google the shit. Keywords for Mars, keywords for Aries, keywords for Scorpio. You take that And you, whatever energy that you have there natally, you find a way to combine those, because there's a way to combine them to where you can balance them out, to where you can use both energies to further enhance your life, to increase the trajectory of your life, to increase the harmony within your life. Because people, I see people always talk about in astrology, oh, you got this place and you got that place. Oh, this is a bad place. That's not a good place. No, no. There's a way for you to transcend those energies. And the way that you transcend those energies is about understanding what is the natural ruler. What is the natural energy there? What energy do I have there? How can I combine those two energies to be harmonious? Because that's the end goal, right? The end goal is for you to have harmony within your life. So that means within your mind, within your heart, within your spirit, within your, your throat chakra, within all of you. Okay. But then also within the circumstances and scenarios and energies that are surrounding you. You want that harmony. So yes. And some people may have figured this shit out a long time ago. I just figured it out. And so I'm sharing it with y'all because I want y'all to understand that. So if for those of you who haven't done a natal chart reading with anybody, or who don't know your natal chart or how to get it, go to cafeastrology.com, go to how to obtain a natal chart, put in your birth time, your birthday, and your birthplace. If you don't have your birth time, put unknown. Okay, you'll get, the problem with that is that you'll only get your planetary information and your aspects. Okay, but you won't get your asteroids and you won't get your house placements. You need the house placement so you know how to play this shit out. Okay, you know how to play this shit out. And then you can also go to astro.com too. Both of those are free. All right. So I'm gonna get off that part, okay? Because it's something that, it can be talked about forever and a day, right? But for right now, we're gonna get back into the tarot, but I really wanted to put that in there because that's a jewel that I learned and I feel like that could help somebody else. So pass this on to somebody else that may need it, y'all. Pass it on to somebody else that may need it. Because it's important for us not to hold on to information. When we get the download and you feel the urge to share it, put it out there. Put it out there. And let the people do what they may with it. That's the part of having a free will, right? And don't forget, y'all, right now I'm still running the special. If you want to book a personal reading, they are 50% off right now. The information is in the description box. Hit me up on PayPal. You can DM me on Instagram, or you can send me an email. All the information is down there. Check it out. All right, so let's get back into the astrology. Let's get back into the tarot. All right, I'm going in with my my handy dandy old faithful universal weight tarot deck. Let's see here. What messages do you have for the collective for this Gemini full moon? What can you tell us? What information do we need to know? I keep seeing the 9 of Pentacles. Spirit, what information do you have for us? Come through with the come through. See the Justice card. Spirit messages do you have for the collective, this Gemini full moon? What messages do you have for this Gemini full moon? Remember, when you feel yourself, hey, Dusty Rhodes, any guidance on what? When you feel yourself going into a dark space, find the light. Find the light. Okay, we got the 3 of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Swords. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Just like I said, When you find yourself going into the dark, or you feel the darkness consuming you, find the light. So this is telling us, keep going, keep working. This is that resilience that I told y'all, about. Okay. Dusty Rose, she said, any guidance on life? Well, right now I'm talking about this Gemini full moon, but the biggest thing is to make sure that you are, one, enjoying yourself, not overthinking, not overdoing it. Get yourself grounded when you feel like there's too much darkness, or you feel like there's too many challenges, or you feel like your mind is playing tricks on you, because it will do that. You know, this illusion that a lot of us are living in, or most of us are living in, right? This illusion that we're living in, it can make us feel and see and think and hear things that aren't there. All right. Remember that the darkness, there has to be light that comes out of the darkness, but you got to go through the darkness to get to the light, though. Right? You do. You got to go through the darkness to get to the light. So get grounded. All right. I hope that helps, Dusty Rhodes. If you want to book a person reading, the information is in the description box if you want any further guidance. Because this isn't a personal reading, this is for the collective. But I did want to get on here to help where I see that I can help at. But yeah, if you want to book a person reading, information is in the description box. Just open up the description box below the video, and you'll see I got 50% off right now. You can just hit me up on my my email. All right. So the next card that came out was the Queen of Swords in reverse. And I see why this is here in the reverse. I see why this is here in the reverse, because some people are overthinking. Remember, swords represent air signs. This is a Gemini full moon. So this energy can have you feeling like you're upside down because of overthinking. Because of overthinking. You said your daughter is a Gemini, you're a Leo. Oh, she's a Gemini. So you know firsthand about that energy. And you're a Leo. Okay. Fire sign. So Sagittarius season or fire energy, this particular energy that we're in right now, it should be pretty good for you. All right. It should really just kind of put some pep in your step. And I did do the Leo reading. It's coupled with the Aries reading. It's up on my channel right now. So if you want to go and watch that after the live, you can do that as well. But that reading is up. But let's talk about this Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Queen of Swords in reverse is basically, she's stagnant. She's stuck. She's stuck. Okay. She's trying to make decisions and she's overthinking it. She's overthinking it. She's not clear on what she needs to do, where she needs to go, who she needs to do it with, what opportunities to take. But again, this is another way for Spirit to say, get grounded. Breathe. Burn you some sage. Whatever it is that you need to do those things. So we got the Three of Pentacles, we got the Four of Swords. Remember, I told you about praying, about meditating, whatever it is that that's why the get grounded is here. That's why the get grounded is here. Praying, meditating, chanting, whatever it is that you do, that's a part of getting grounded. That's a part of getting grounded. So that's why Spirit is saying some of y'all need to take rest. Chill. Okay. Control. Do what you can and let the rest fall by the wayside. Do what you can and let the rest fall by the wayside. Then we got the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles speaks to this legacy. It speaks to you having more than enough, you being fruitful, and you being able to share with your loved ones. Okay. This also talks about somebody who may be older. And this doesn't necessarily mean older in chronological years. This could be just older in spirit, older in the mind. Okay. You may be considered an old soul. And for those of you that are, this is for you to, again, for you to get grounded, for you to understand that the darkness was there. If you needed to go through it, for you to get to the light, it's okay. Find something to smile about. Find something to dance about. Find something to be happy about. Okay. Even though we're in winter season, this is kind of like the dead season for us. We're in fire energy. So find the fire and the light within yourself. Okay. Spirit, are there any other messages that we have for the collective? Any other messages that we have for the collective? I think I may pull some cards from my African American tarot deck too. And then I'm going to close this out because we already been up here for a little while. Are there any more messages to want to hear from this deck? And that card flipped over, so I'll flip it over again. It's 3 of Swords in reverse, which is good. Not feeling heartbroken anymore. Not feeling like somebody betrayed you. And some of y'all may be stuck in limbo because y'all feel like somebody may have betrayed you. Okay? And I saw the Justice card was at the bottom of the deck as well. And we got the King of Wands down there. King of Wands ain't nothing to play with. Some of y'all need to get to that energy. Let me pull some of these cards here. And then I think I'll close it out with an oracle card to give y'all some light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Let's see. All right. All right. Spirit, what are the messages you have for the collective for the Gemini for a moment? What are the messages do we have? Whoa. All those cards just fell out. That's that overthinking. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right. Try this again. What are the messages you have for the collective? What are the messages that you have for the collective? Okay. All right. We got your fellow Mercurial energy here. Virgo's card, the Hermit card. Again, some of y'all need to, so for some of y'all, the pathway may be being lit for y'all. Y'all may be coming out of, and as the moon cycle continues to move through to the new moon, so over the next 2 weeks, some of y'all may be getting that clarity that you need. The pathway may be lit up. You may see exactly where you need to go. Okay. And for some of y'all, this could be that Virgo energy. Remember I was telling you to, with the 4 of Swords, to rest. Some of y'all may need to rest. Be alone. Okay. Be alone with your thoughts, or just be alone, or to calm your thoughts. Okay. Don't get into the lower vibrational Virgo energy where it's self-sabotaging energy. Okay. The self-sabotaging energy can be depressive, it can be anxious. Okay. The next card out is the 4 of Cups. These 2 cards have been coming out a lot too. The 4 of Cups came out in the Sagittarius readings, and I think it came out in some other readings too, as well as the Hermit card. Kind of popped out, but I put it back in there. We'll see if it comes back out. But the 8 of Cups, that's leaving. It's a lot of Cups energy, so it could be a lot of y'all dealing with water energy, because I believe Mars is in Scorpio right now, so that may be where this is coming from. Mars is debilitated in Scorpio, but there's a way to use that Mars in Scorpio, especially since Mars is the co-ruler of Scorpio. All right, and I talked about that earlier. Okay, so even with the Hermit card, underneath the Three of Pentacles. Some of y'all may have feeling like y'all just been working, and y'all haven't gotten anywhere. Or it could just be that people are coming to you to seek counsel. Or they're coming to you with a plan. That's why the Hermit card came right underneath the Three of Pentacles. The pathway is being lit, and it's being lit up towards you. Okay, and what you're doing, what you're working on. The Four of Cups right underneath the Four of Swords. I really feel like this number 4, we got the Nine of Wands that came out. We got the Nine of Wands. And then we also have the Four of Swords that came out. Okay, so we have 4 fours. So 3 fours, excuse me. We have 3 fours, so 4, 4, 4. Y'all look up the spiritual meaning of the combination of 4, 4, 4. All right. But let's talk about this. The Four of Cups underneath the Four of Swords. That is definitely taking care of yourself. Okay, taking care of your animal instinct, but also taking care of your childlike energy. That's why this Dance with Life came out. It's, you know, be happy. Okay, be happy. Some of y'all are too serious right now. That's why y'all keep experiencing this dark energy, because you're too fucking serious. Chill out. Okay, chill out. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, once you make it up in your mind that everything's gonna be fine, it will be. Okay. And for some of y'all may not be recognizing a blessing that's coming in disguise. All right. Some of y'all may not be recognizing a blessing that's coming in disguise, but make sure you're paying attention to everything, every situation. Make sure you're paying attention to communications, to how you feel about certain situations, people, places, and things. But don't allow the low vibrational energy to sway you, to get you out of the vortex of manifestation. With the Nine of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands, you got your guards up. A lot of you have your guards up, and this could be based on, excuse me, whatever situation happened with this Three of Swords, where this betrayal was. Gotta get back to it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Miss Roslyn. Yeah, come back. I'm almost done anyways. Come back later and finish off the video. Trust me, I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up. But the Nine of Wands, protecting yourself, protecting what you have, right? Protecting what you have. Letting people know, hey, I ain't for that shit. Don't come over here with that. Okay? So, like I said, it could be whatever was in this situation with this Three of Swords is in reverse now. It could be whatever that is. Now you got your guards up. It's like you learned a lesson. Whatever lesson that you learned it, and now you're looking with side eye. Like, what's good? Okay? Then we have the Four of Swords here. All right? And in this Four of Swords, he is, and it's right underneath the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I feel like with this Four of Swords, it's like he's too busy focused on what's behind him. Okay? He's too busy focused on what's behind him. Some of y'all too focused on what happened. Okay? Even though the Four of Swords here is telling you to take rest and to give yourself some TLC. Some of y'all may be, some of y'all may have, when y'all go to sleep, or even like in your conscious state, you may be having like flashbacks from the past. Okay, some of y'all may be having flashbacks from the past, or even when you go to sleep, you may be dreaming about things that happened to you a long time ago, or experiences that happened to you in the past, or even in another lifetime. But Spirit's saying to keep moving forward, keep going. Okay, keep going. Recognize that it's there, but keep going, especially if it wasn't a pleasant experience anyways. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Pentacles. And then just like I mother effing said, we got the Queen of Wands underneath that. The Queen of Wands. This is Sagittarius, female, live, full, and in effect. And remember I told you about the dark energy? That's that black cat down there. That's the dark energy. She recognizes it and she uses it. She's been through a lot, so she's protecting herself. She's being guarded by her black cat of protection and her snake up there. Her snake. To handle the people, places, and things that she can readily see with her own eyes. The vibrations that she can't hear, but the snake can. All right. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. You know, there is a decision for some of y'all to make. That's a decision. You got two options here. Two options. But before you make a choice, make sure you get grounded. Get grounded before you make a choice on whatever it is that you have to do or whatever it is that's coming towards you. Make a choice. Okay? Make a choice. Get grounded. Stay happy. Stay upbeat. Stay positive as much as possible. Recognize when things, people, places, and situations are no longer serving you. That's exactly what the full moon is about. Whatever it is that's no longer serving you, get the hell away from it. Get away from it. Okay? Now I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Mystical Wisdom deck, and then we're going to get out of here. All right? Going to close this out. Here, what other messages do you have for the collective for this Gemini full moon? Let's close them out with some good news, with some clarity, with something that they can use over the next couple weeks with this energy. All right. Thank you in advance for your clear and concise messages. Know that you're always welcome here to provide us with what we need for our highest and greatest good. I don't feel like this is a super heavy energy. I just feel like there's a lot of letting go. I really do. There's a lot of letting go. Let's see. Spirit. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's take these two cards. I'm not playing with y'all. Look. Illusion. Embrace the truth. This card keeps coming out. It came out during my Sagittarius season reading that I did for my birthday. And it came out during a lot of the readings as well. Embrace the truth, y'all. Embrace the truth. Like I said, you may have memories or things playing tricks on your mind. You're too busy looking back that you're not looking forward. You got to look forward. See what's happening, what's going on. Look in front of you, not behind you. Okay, see things, people, places, and situations for who they are, what they are. Okay, that benefit of the doubt shit is out the door. People know what they're doing. The next card, memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. Remember, I told y'all some of y'all may be, having experiences or dreams about people, places, and situations, old experiences. Memories. Things coming back into your mind, things that you have remembered, things that you have learned. Okay, and it could be whoever this is in this Ten of Pentacles, whoever this older person is or this old soul is. You may be remembering a grandparent or remembering a parent or remember a favorite auntie or uncle. They may be visiting you in your dreams. Okay, pay attention. They may be visiting you in your dreams. But don't be sad. This woman here, she's this child here, this girl, she's sad. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. It's okay. All right. And that's what you could be heartbroken over. Some of y'all may have recently lost a loved one that was an older person. Some of y'all may have recently lost one. But the spirit saying, hey, you know what? Don't weep for them. Don't be sad for them. It's okay. They are fine. Okay. Remember that the body dies, but the spirit lives on. It goes somewhere else. Wherever it is, it's still there. Okay. You never truly die. FYI. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we got Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. That's why this Dance with Life card is here. Okay. There we go. That's why this Dance with Life card is here. Live your life. It's okay. Live your life. It's all right. It's okay. And then we got potential. Think big for your future. Okay. 7 deadly sins. Humanity's destructive traits. Don't get into destructive tendencies. That's why I said don't live too much in the dark. Get out of it. Get into the light. Okay. Originality. Blaze your own trail. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. Like I said, there's a lot of energy surrounding us that may be confusing during this time. But again, once you get grounded, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. All right. So as always, I want to thank y'all for watching and supporting. Don't forget that I am running a special right now. If you would like to book a personal reading, they are 50% off right now until tomorrow, which is Friday the 13th, I believe. Yeah, Friday the 13th. And let's get these readings in, y'all, before the end of the year. because I'm gonna close up shop, and look, y'all know how it is when you're doing spiritual work, when you're doing energy work, when you're a spiritual advisor. It can take a toll on you. So just make sure that you are taking care of your spirit, man, whether you are booking a personal reading with me or with somebody else that's on YouTube or somebody else that you know. I don't know, child, but look, get your spiritual being in line, get it in check. Don't go into the year of 2020 into the year of 4 unbalanced. Okay, don't do it. So as always, peace and love, love and light, and bye bye.